Did you know that nearly 5 million people might have to leave Canada by 2025? Sounds shocking, right? But it's true. Canada's immigration system is going through big changes that could affect millions of workers, students, and their families, many who have lived in Canada for years. Imagine being one of the 1.6 million Indians in Canada, working as an engineer, healthcare worker, or IT professional. You've built a life here, but now the government is cutting down the number of foreign workers who can stay. And it's not just about losing your job, it could mean leaving the country completely unless you find a way to stay permanently. The government says these changes will help solve Canada's housing, healthcare, and infrastructure problems. But at the same time, they could create huge problems for the people already living and working here. So, what does this mean for you? Will you have to leave by 2025? And most importantly, how can you prepare for these changes and secure your future in Canada? Stay with us. We're about to break it all down so you know exactly what to do next. For years, Canada has welcomed immigrants, skilled workers, international students, and families, helping to grow the economy and support the population. However, the rapid increase in immigration has started to put serious pressure on Canada's public services and infrastructure. More people moving to Canada means higher demand for housing, especially in big cities like Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal. There aren't enough homes to meet the demand, causing rent and home prices to skyrocket. To help manage this, the government is slowing down immigration, particularly for temporary foreign workers and international students. Canada's healthcare system is facing major challenges: long wait times, overcrowded hospitals, and a shortage of healthcare workers. With more people relying on the system, resources are stretched thin. To prevent healthcare from becoming even more overwhelmed, the government is limiting the number of new immigrants who might add to this pressure. Public transportation, roads, and social services are struggling to keep up with the country's rapid growth. While immigration has helped Canada's economy, it has also put a strain on these essential systems, making it harder for the government to maintain them. These changes are not meant to harm immigrants, but to create a balance between economic growth and maintaining Canada's public services. It's about building a sustainable future for both newcomers and those already living in Canada. If you're living and working in Canada on a temporary work permit, big changes are coming. Nearly 5 million temporary permits will expire by 2025, and not everyone will be able to renew or stay. For many, the solution seems simple: either renew your permit or apply for permanent residency. But here's the problem: the new rules are making it much harder. Canada is cutting down the number of temporary foreign workers allowed to stay, making the process more competitive than ever. Even if you qualify to renew your permit, the process won't be as easy as before. The government is tightening the rules, making it difficult for workers to stay long-term unless they transition to permanent residency. But getting permanent residency will also be harder, with fewer spots available, longer wait times, and more complications. International students in Canada are now facing a lot of uncertainty due to new immigration changes. With over 760,000 study permits set to expire by 2025, many students who plan to study, work, and build a future in Canada will have a tougher time staying. In the past, many international students aimed to get permanent residency after graduation. But now, the process has become more complicated. To stay in Canada, students will need to apply for work permits or renew their study permits, but not everyone will qualify. For international students in Canada or those planning to study there, the rules are changing fast. Staying informed, understanding your options, and planning ahead will be more important than ever. Canada's revised immigration target is a game changer for both prospective immigrants and those already in the country. For years, Canada has been known for its welcoming immigration policies, but now the government is scaling back its numbers significantly. Under the new policy, the target for permanent residents will drop by 21% from 500,000 to 395,000 by 2025. This means fewer people will be granted permanent residency, making it more competitive for those hoping to settle in Canada. The shift is due to growing pressure on Canada's infrastructure. While immigration fuels economic growth, it also increases demand for healthcare, housing, and transportation. By slowing immigration, the government hopes to give these critical services time to catch up. With fewer available spots, the competition for PR will be tougher than ever. Meeting eligibility requirements is no longer enough. Applicants will need to stand out in a crowded pool. The government is reducing temporary work permits by over 40%, making it harder for foreign workers to stay in Canada. The number of international students could fall by 10% by 2026, limiting study and work opportunities. If you're planning to immigrate to Canada, staying informed is critical. The pathway to permanent residency is becoming more competitive, and temporary work permits will be harder to secure. Understanding these changes and exploring alternative immigration options will be key to navigating this new landscape. Changes to Canada's immigration system will have a big impact on the Indian community, one of the largest immigrant groups in the country. With over 1.6 million Indians living in Canada, many working as engineers, IT professionals, healthcare workers, and students, the new rules bring serious challenges. Many Indian workers in Canada rely on temporary work permits, but these are being cut by 40%. This means fewer chances to extend or renew permits, making it harder for skilled Indian professionals to stay and work in Canada. Those hoping to become permanent residents may also face delays and stricter rules due to the reduced immigration quotas. Many Indian workers in Canada send money back home and help support their families. With fewer jobs and stricter visa rules, this may become harder. For many Indians in Canada, these immigration changes create uncertainty about their future. The dream of studying, working, and settling in Canada is now harder to achieve. Staying informed and prepared will be key to navigating these new immigration rules. As these changes take effect, millions may be forced to leave, creating challenges for individuals, families, and even the economy. If you or someone you know is affected, staying informed and prepared is more important than ever. Make sure to subscribe for the latest updates on immigration policies and how they impact you. Don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.